Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today's video is a little bit different because I finished season 3 of Dark. If you haven't watched the show, you absolutely need to. It is mind-bending, mind-boggling. My brain was shot at the end. There are no words. If you've watched it, you know. I would not recommend watching this video if you have not finished Dark, because obviously there's going to be some major spoilers. Because I today decided to map out the families. So we'll see how it goes. I'm a visual person and I need to see kind of what's going on in order to understand it. And so while I really enjoyed the show, I kind of want to go back and rewatch it like one episode a day and really take it in and understand it, because I was actually watching it for the purposes of writing an article on it, and so I did have to watch it rather quickly, faster than I normally would have went through it, just to make sure I had it done and had the article ready to go by deadline. So I don't think that I had the chance to really like appreciate everything that went into it. So I'm making this map more so for me, so I just have an easier time when I'm watching it, following along on who's related to whom and all that good stuff. So I'm gonna put it on here because maybe it'll be helpful to you guys too. I don't know. I I don't know if anything's helpful at this point. It was a doozy. I mean, mind bending. Really, honestly, truly. If you're like me and you are absolutely in love with the show and love theorizing about it and looking really into it, definitely go check out my article, which is published on thepopbreak.com. I go a little bit more in depth into the theories and what I think their true meaning is. And then I put the full article. I had to obviously cut it down for the purposes of that website. But the full article is available over on my Medium channel, medium.com at meg_Ann. The full article is there, but the true article is at thepopbreak.com, and it just goes super in depth. It lets you know my thoughts and my theories on what they really meant. But like, oh my God, it is the most incestuous, just like out of time, out of place, crazy family tree, and I cannot wait to make it. It might be a hot mess. It might become a disaster, but like, we're going to try it. We're going to do it. We'll see how it turns out. Luckily, being a former teacher, I have a ton of like crafting tools and stuff like that. So I think we'll be able to easily, hopefully, differentiate between who's related and who's not, and all those different intricacies that kind of intertwine the entire town of Winden. So stay tuned, check out my map, fingers crossed it turns out okay, and if not, we're all in for this crazy ride. So we'll start with Jonas over here. We gotta leave a little room because these kids have kids, which is insane, but it's fine. Okay. We got Jonas. Should we do it in a different color, maybe? Nah. Martha. Jonas is the son of... Well, actually, we probably have to put Sildra here, too. Oh, should I put Mikkel here? Or should I put him up here? Ooh. Well, these two have an unnamed kid. I'm trying to make it big enough so you guys can read it, but it's a hot mess. Sorry. So then Jonas is the child of Hannah, and we'll put Mikkel here. And Hannah. these two are together. They have this child. Technically a Nielsen and a Conwell, but we'll just leave it. So Hannah actually has a daughter with somebody who's going to be up here. So maybe we'll add her later. We'll add her maybe now. So she's over here. And her name is Silja. Silja has a baby with Bartosz. So we're going to put Bartosz here. So they have I guess I'll have it. Oh fuck. I don't know how I'm gonna. I guess I'll have to go under there. Okay. So they have Noah and Agnes. It might be easier for me to put Agnes over here. Okay. Who also goes by Hanno. So, you know, if it wasn't confusing enough, he has two names. And then Agnes, who ends up killing her own brother. What a lovely sister. Okay. Agnes. Nielsen. Right, okay. I don't think he procreates, so I got room down here now. So Magnus Nielsen. And this kid, Mikkel. They are all the children of related to anybody else. I mean, Ulrich is the son of fudge Tronte, who's all the way over here. I mean, it's gonna be what it's gonna be. I don't know, guys. This is so hard. Okay. Katarina Nielsen. Love her name. It's so pretty. These are great lines. And Ulrich, who is the son of Tronte and some woman who they touch on like one time. So I'm gonna have to consult IMDb for that. The least confusing thing is that Max is actually deceased the whole time. So he's like one of the least confusing characters. Because he's just, we never really meet him. We just see him, unfortunately, deceased. And Tronte is, we're not just, I guess we'll just draw another. Tronte is the child of Agnes. We're just gonna add her up here. This Agnes. I have no idea who his dad is. I don't think they ever say. And we'll put, we'll just put a nice blue line to be like, hey, this is the same lady. Right there. Agnes. Okay. Okay. Bartosz is the child of, I think I might need to go this way. Regina will go up here. Claudia, Egon. Boom. Okay. Planning, guys. This is wild. Gina. And Alexander, who is fairly insignificant. I don't really understand his plot. Like the whole, he lied about his name, and I guess he, I don't know, guys. So much happened. I don't really remember the point of him, but here he is anyways. Alexander, which is not his real name. Tiedemann, but I don't remember his real name. I think he like killed somebody by accident, and so he went by that name. Whatever. Insignificant in the grand scheme of things. Regina Tiedemann, whose father we, I believe, never find out. So, not sure how she exists, but she's here. Okay, and they have Bartaj, who starts out as a little shit, but then you kind of grow to like him. Claudia Tiedemann, let's give her a round of applause because she's freaking the one who actually figures out what the hell's going on and puts everything together and solves the whole puzzle, which is weird because like I don't really know why. I don't know why she becomes the main character. I mean, I guess she was kind of a main character in the first one, but in the first season, but okay, so Claudia is the oof, right. Okay, we're gonna put her mom over here and her dad over here because boom and then boom. Okay. Guys, this is just seeing this mapped out is insane. Egon, Tiedemann, and Doris, who just straight up like disappears. I don't really know what happens to her. She just like leaves. She just pieces out. Let's finish this. Okay, so Egon and Hannah, boom, beautiful line. They have Silja is their daughter, and then Agnes and Doris have a thing for a little bit. Oh. Ew. Okay. So Bartaj is actually related to Silja. Because Silja is technically his grandma's sister. So he's like she's like a second aunt. Oh my goodness. Guys. I mean, Jonas and Martha are related too. They're friggin' Martha is his aunt because Mikkel is her brother and his dad. So I just, all kinds of problematic relationships here. We haven't even added in. Wait till we get to the Dopplers. I mean, anybody watching this has already seen the show and knows what's up. But all right, so we've got Francisca, Doppler, and Elizabeth Doppler. And they are the children of some tiny boxes here, I guess. Yeah. Okay. Peter and Charlotte. Peter has a thing with Benny, so we'll just add Benny over here because he deserves a box too. We're running out of room. Okay. Peter's dad is Helga. I mean, it is, right? It's gotta fit freaking Helga in here. Oh, forgot to write Benny. Okay, Benny. And then Helga has parents too. They're the like rich, crazy lady and the guy who owns the plant originally, but I don't remember their names and don't feel like their story's that significant. So we're just gonna skip them. We don't know who his mom is. We just know she dies. And then Charlotte is the granddaughter of H.G. We'll put him up here. Is the granddaughter of H.G. Tennis. I think that's everyone. God, I hope that's everyone. Okay. Everyone important to the story. I'm sure we're missing some people. I know we're missing some people. But they're not significant to the story. So this is already a mess. And now we're gonna really F it up because we are going to put in the affairs and we're gonna put in, oh, we can make this at our key. Great. This color is offspring. We'll just leave those lines. Michael. Martha and Magnus are siblings. Francisca and Elizabeth are sisters. Oh, we need an offspring. Going both ways for these ones. Oh shoot. Okay. So Noah gets with Elizabeth, and they have Charlotte. Boop. That's their child. But Charlotte and Peter, oh, I forgot to draw their lines. So Charlotte and Peter have Elizabeth and Francisca. That's not confusing at all. Yeah, so she births her mom, who then births her. Not confusing at all. Okay. And Stilja are siblings. Ulrich and Mads are siblings. Agnes and Noah are siblings. That's it. Who does Tronte have an affair with? Tronte has an affair with Claudia. Right? Yeah, okay. We're not there yet, but that's, yeah, okay. Okay, I think we have all the siblings now. These two have an affair. Who else? Claudia and Tronte. Claudia and Tronte have an affair. We got more. Who else? Peter and Benny. Ulrich has an affair with like everyone. Guys, I don't even know if I'm gonna have enough colors to differentiate this. Anyway, okay. You know what? We'll do red again because Hannah has an affair with Ulrich. So Ulrich has an affair with Hannah. But plot twist, he also has an affair with Charlotte in that alternate universe. So Ulrich has 2 affairs. I forgot about Agnes and what's her face. Alright, do we use this bright orange? I don't think we do. Agnes and Doris. I guess I didn't need to draw that line. Agnes and Doris have an affair. Guys, everybody's just cheating on everybody. It's crazy. So we have 5 different affairs, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Okay. So affairs are just gonna be all of these colors. People who are killed by their own parent or offspring. So we have people killed by their own parent or offspring. So Katerina, we'll just do, I feel like I should do something different than a line. Do a wavy pattern. Katerina is killed by her mother. Hannah is killed by Adam. Claudia kills herself, so I guess she's in there. So by yourself or your parent or your offspring. She also kills her dad. Murderous. Noah is killed by Agnes. Oof. Not a good outlook for some of these people. I really want to do one about having babies out of time, but I feel like that's gonna blow up this whole... We're gonna do it. Okay, so they have babies out of time, and I'm gonna specify that by saying, like, not in time travel, but just like, I think we all know who we're talking about. Okay. Elizabeth and this one. Yeah. So they have a baby out of time because that's just insane that she gives birth to her own mother. They have a baby at a time. And I feel like there's one more. Oh, yeah, Silja. Yeah, they definitely have a baby out of time. They technically do, but they were, like, at that point living in that time, so I'm gonna not put them. Should I put Bartaj and Silja? No, maybe because their babies don't travel back to, like, when they're existing. Oh, wait, no, it does. Okay. We're gonna do these two, too. We have 2 babies at a time. The last one's gonna be whether or not they really exist in the real world. Okay. We know that H.G. Tannhaus does. I don't think so. Ulrich and Mads don't, because Katerina does. So Katerina exists in the real world. Peter is left over at the end, so he exists in the real world. Benny exists in the real world. Charlotte does not. I don't think Charlotte does. Does Helga exist in the real world? Helga does exist in the real world. These guys don't because their mom never did. Magnus, Martha, and Mikkel don't exist because Ulrich didn't exist, because Tronte or Jana exist? I don't remember. So Jana does exist. Jana exists because she's not part of any of these crazy loops. But Tronte doesn't because Tronte's mother was Agnes, who was the child of Bartaj and Silja. And Silja doesn't exist because in the real world, technically Hannah didn't time travel. Hannah does exist, though. We see her at the end. Regina exists because that's why Claudia is like working so hard to save her. Claudia exists. which means Egon and Doris exist. Well, my pen is running out of steam. That's okay, because I think these are the last ones. Right? They don't exist. Nope, 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 nope. I guess Alexander exists. They never meet. Okay. So they exist in real world. I put quotations on real because, like, honestly, what is real? We don't know. I'm not even positive that that third world is real. I am so confused after watching that whole show. But there you have it. This is our breakdown of how everyone is related. So there we go. We have everyone's relationship in Dark. Really quick, we've got all the offspring in the mint color. Siblings are in that bright green color. There's quite a few siblings going on. Plenty of affairs. 5 different affairs happening. Multiple people murdered by either themselves, their offspring, or their parent. Few people who have babies out of time. And then a handful of people who actually exist in the real world. So that doesn't really clarify anything because this show was insane, but hopefully it helps give a visual representation of, like, kind of what's going on. I know there were multiple times I had to pause and just kind of figure out who I was watching, how they were related, and stuff like that. So hopefully this, for all my friends who are visual people, like I am, hopefully this helps. And like I said, we're missing a handful of, like, insignificant characters, but for the most part, these are the people you need to know. This is how they are all related, and I might go rewatch Dark. Whew. Yeah, so here it is. It's helpful. I will say it's helpful. There's a lot going on, and I mean, we knew this. Obviously, we've watched the show, but I don't think I realized how many people were murdered by their own family members. That was a surprise. Hats off to the writers, the actors, to everybody involved in the show, especially music supervisor. Oh my God, those songs were, like, on point. Very similar to The Magicians when they have, like, a intense scene. They always find the right music to go with it, and that was very similar to this show. I really, really enjoyed this show. It really, like, messed with my mind. I mean, honestly, I love sci-fi shows, and I love shows that kind of need you to pay attention. But this one is one that I would not recommend binging. I really would recommend taking the time to watch every episode and absorb it and kind of, just sit on it and process it before watching the next one, because I think there are these little intricate details weaved in throughout the entire storyline that just really make the entire plot amazingly insane. So yeah, if you haven't watched it, hopefully you're not watching this video because this would completely ruin it for you. But if you have watched it, then you probably know and love it as much as I do. And hopefully this map helped. I know it kind of helped me just kind of figure out and recognize all the relationships and stuff like that. So hopefully this helped you. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Bye.